नमः सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतं शुभ गुरुवासरः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। पठामि संस्कृतं नित्यं वदामि संस्कृतं सदा। ध्यायामि संस्कृतं सम्यक् वन्दे संस्कृतमातरम्। हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। नमः सर्वेभ्यः। तद्दिदान्तः इत्युक्ते कः इति अस्माभिः द्रष्टः। का वदति तद्दिदान्तः इत्युक्ते कः? गीता भगिनी, उमा भगिनी, अन्य कः वदति अथवा कः? तद्दिदान्तः इत्युक्ते कः? लता भगिनी वदतु।
नमस्कार भगिनी, श्रूयते वा?
आम्, नमस्कारः।
तद्दिदान्त इत्युक्ते सुबन्तस्य प्रातिपदिकस्य अन्ते यत् प्रत्यय योजनीयं तत् तद्दिदान्तप्रत्ययः। तस्मै इदं तद्दितम् इति अपि उच्यते।
तस्मै हितं तद्दितं। तद्दिदान्त, धन्यवादः भगिनी, सम्यक्। इन्द्राणी भगिनी, तद्दिदान्तः समासः भेदः कः?
नमस्कारः भगिनी।
नमस्ते।
तद्दिदान्तः सप्त प्रभेदाः सन्ति।
न भगिनी, समासः तद्दिदान्तः प्रभेदः वाट्, क्षम्यतां, भेदः, वाट् इस् द डिफरेन्स्?
Oh, samasa is formed by subanta plus subanta. Tadditanta is formed by adding a taddita pratyaya to a subanta.
उत्तमं, सम्यक् भगिनी।
I am not able to say that in Sanskrit.
चितमस्तु भगिनी, सत्यं, धन्यवादः। गायत्री भगिनी, तद्दिदान्ताः प्रभेदाः के? ये प्रभेदाः अस्माभिः पठिताः?
नमस्कारः माता। तद्विधाः पञ्च प्रभेदाः सन्ति। अपत्यार्थकः, भावार्थकः, सम्बन्धार्थकः, मत्वर्थकः, तोलनार्थकः।
उत्तमम्, उत्तमं, सम्यक् भगिनी,
धन्यवादः।
विशालं भगिनी, अपत्यार्थक तद्दिदान्तः इत्युक्ते कः?
अपत्यार्थक प्रत्यार्थ सुतः इदु परम्परायां भवति। सुतः वत्सः सन्तति। अपत्यं पुमान पुत्रः, अपत्यं स्त्री पुत्री। कस्य अपत्यं षष्ठी विभक्ति भवति, कस्य अपत्यं षष्ठी विभक्ति भवति। परम्परायाम् अपत्यं सप्तमी विभक्ति भवति।
उत्तमं, सम्यक् भगिनी,
थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू।
धन्यवादः। उमा भगिनी, तद्दिदान्त प्रत्ययः अपत्यार्थक तद्दिदान्तः उदाहरणत्रयं वदतु। पुमान्, स्त्री, गोत्रापत्यम्।
नमस्ते भगिनी।
नमस्कारः।
विनतायाः अपत्यं पुमान् वैनतेयः।
सम्यक्।
स्त्रीलिङ्गं कुन्तिः
स्त्री स्त्रीलिङ्गं नास्ति
अस्तु भगिनि गर्गस्य अपत्यं स्त्री गर्गी गार्गी
गर्गस्य
रघोः गोत्रापत्यं पुमान् राघवः
गर्गस्य पत्यं स्त्री गार्गी उत्तमं भगिनि सम्यक्
धन्यवादः भगिनि
धन्यवादाः मुरळी महोदय भावार्थकः अन्य नीला भगिनी वदतु मुरली महोदय वदतु
भगिनी सम्बन्धार्थक अतः भावार्थक
सम्बन्धार्थक वदतु द्वितीयं सम्बन्धार्थक वा आम् वदतु
सम्बन्धार्थक इत्युक्ते अयम् इयम् इदं भेदाः सन्ति अयम् इत्युक्ते इन्द्रस्य अयम् ऐन्द्रः
उत्तमं
गजः पुंलिङ्गशब्दः इन्द्रस्य इयम् ऐन्द्री ऐन्द्री इन्द्रस्य राजधानी स्त्रीलिङ्गशब्दः इन्द्रस्य इदम् ऐन्द्रम् नपुंसकलिङ्गम् इन्द्रस्य वज्रम्
इन्द्रवज्रं न कथं भवति इन्द्रस्य
वज्रम्
इन्द्रस्य इदं वज्रम्
इन्द्रस्य इदं वज्रम् ऐन्द्रम्
ऐन्द्रं वज्रं that which belongs to Indra इति अर्थः भवति सम्यक् सम्यक् महोदय वेरी वेल समराइज्ड धन्यवादः
नपुंसकलिङ्गं भवति
सम्यक् उत्तमं
भावार्थः अयं वदामि
भावार्थक वदतु भगिनि
भावः इत्यर्थे गुणः धर्म इति तस्मिन् विद्यमानः गुणः धर्मः भावार्थक प्रत्ययाः या त्वा ता त्रयः भावार्थक प्रत्ययाः भवति शूरस्य भावः शौर्यं शूरत्वं शूरता त्रिभिः पदैः वक्तुं शक्यते
सुन्दर वदतु भगिनि सुन्दरस्य भावः
सौन्दर्यं
सौन्दर्यं
सुन्दरता सुन्दरत्वम्
उत्तमं सौन्दर्यं सुन्दरता सुन्दरत्वं सम्यक् भगिनि उत्तमं समीचीनं पार्वती भगिनी अग्रे वदतु मत्वर्थकः तदिदान्तः
सम्बन्धार्थक न मध्वर्तक मध्वर्तक इत्युक्ते एक्साम्पल् इस् गुणः अस्य अस्ति इति गुणवान् भवति अनन्तरं गुणी अपि भवति मतिः अस्य अस्ति इति मतिमान् मति अनन्तरं
अत्र इकारान्त अस्ति चेत् मतुप्
भवति मतुप् एव भवति अकारः अस्ति चेत् वान् भवति इकारः अस्ति चेत् मान् भवति भोगः अस्य अस्ति इति भोगी इति भवति मत्वर्थकः
उत्तमम् अत्र एकनिमिषं भगिनि लिङ्गत्रयं वदतु अत्र गुणवान् अस्ति चेत् लिङ्गत्रयं कथं भवति
गुणवान् गुणी गुणिनी
गुणवान्
गुणवती गुणवत् गुणवती गुणवत् मतिमान् मतिमति मतिवत् मतिमत्
उत्तमं
then भोगी
भोगी
Bhogi. Sorry. I just know I became blank suddenly.
चिन्ता मास्तु भगिनी भवानी भगिनी वदतु भवत्याः ध्वनिः अपि क्लेशः अस्ति something in the background which is disturbing अन्य का वदति विद्या भगिनी वदतु भोगी इति पदं लिङ्गत्रयं
भोगी भोगिनी भोगी
उत्तमं भोगी भोगिनी भोगी उत्तमं सम्यक्
धन्यवादः
अस्तु अग्रे तोलनार्थकः भवानी भगिनी वदति वा वदतु
नमस्कारः भगिनी
नमस्ते
ओम तोलनार्थक इत्युक्ते तरप् प्रत्यय द्वयोः अतिशयेन वर्णनम् अस्ति चेत् तरप् प्रत्ययः तमत् तरप् प्रत्ययः भवति द्वयोः अतिशयेन उदाहरणं सुन्दरः द्वयोः अतिशयेन सुन्दरतरः
उत्तमं
सुन्दर तरः इत्युक्ते पुल्लिङ्गशब्दं द्वयोः अतिशयेन सुन्दरी सुन्दरतरा स्त्रीलिङ्गपदं द्वयोः अतिशयेन सुन्दरं नपुंसकलिङ्गपदं भवति सुन्दरतरं
सुन्दरतरम् उत्तमं
प्रत्युक्तं प्रत्यय इत्युक्ते बहूनाम् अतिशयेन वर्णनं भवति चेत् तमप्रत्ययं प्रयुज्यते बहूनाम् अतिशयेन सुन्दरः सुन्दरतमः पुल्लिङ्गशब्दं बहूनाम् अतिशयेन सुन्दरी सुन्दरीतमा स्त्रीलिङ्गपदं बहूनाम् अतिशयेन सुन्दरं सुन्दरतमं नपुंसकलिङ्गपदम्
उत्तमं सम्यक् भगिनी
धन्यवादः भगिनी
धन्यवादः उत्तमम् अत्र लिङ्गभेदः भवति चेत् सीतारामयोः रामः उन्नततरः इति भवति केनापि पृष्टं गतवर्गे लिङ्गभेदम् अस्ति चेत् कथं भवति इति अस्तु पुस्तकमध्ये अव्ययपदानि अपि तद्दिदान्ताः एव इति पृष्टमस्ति किन्तु लघुवाक्यमेव अत्र दत्तं परीक्षायां मध्ये अव्ययानि पदानि अपि भवन्ति तदर्थं वर्गे वयं दीर्घरूपेण पश्यामः बहु सरलम् अस्ति कथं भवति ग्रामात् इति पदम् अस्ति चेत् फ्रॉम द विलेज इति अर्थः भवति तद्दिदान्तः प्रत्ययः प्रयुज्य ग्रामतः तः इति भवति ग्रामात् ग्रामतः समान अर्थः गृहात् कथं भवति समानं गृहात् गीता भगिनी वदतु
नमस्कारः भगिनी गृहात् गृहतः
गृहात् गृहतः उत्तमं कस्मात् कथं भवति विद्या भगिनी प्रयत्नं करोति वा सप्तककाराणां मध्ये भवति कथं भवति कस्मात्
कस्मात् न जानामि
सप्तककाराः के the 7 question words. Where, how many?
Kutra, kutra, katham, kimartham. It's not coming.
From where? Iti
Kutah.
Kutah. Tasmat iti padam kutah. Uttamam.
Dhanyavadah.
Uttamam. Tasmat. Kamakshi Bhagini prayatanam karoti va? Prayatanam kartum ichanti chet hastam unnayantu. Tasmat.
Namaskaram Bhagini.
Namaskaraha.
Tasmat. Adu tasmat kutaha mari. Tataha.
Tataha. Tavadeva.
Tataha.
Tasmat. Tataha.
Tataha.
Sarvasmat. Dhanyavadah Bhagini. Anya kopi prayatanam. Hema Bhagini prayatanam karoti va?
भगिनी नमस्कारः सर्वस्मात् सर्वतः
Sarvatah. That's all. Sarvasmat. Sarvatah. Lata Bhagini. Yasmat. Yatah. That's all. Uttamam. Tatra gramat iti padam dattam chet tadidanta pratyayah katham bhavati gramatah. Tasmat iti padam dattam chet tadidanta pratyayah tatah iti bhavati. Tatah iti dattam chet vigraha vakyam athava vigraha padam likatu or moola padam likatu iti prashnah bhavati. Tasmat iti dattam chet shamitam tatah iti dattam chet atra tasmat iti lekhaniyam. So the first type कानिचन उदाहरणानि दत्तानि पुस्तकानां मध्ये किन्तु दीर्घ विवरणं नास्ति अत्र. गूगल ड्राइव मध्ये अहं PDF स्थापयिष्यामि, सर्वे पश्यन्तु. अनन्तरम् अस्मिन् प्रदेशे let me lower the hands down. You can take a guess. All these are avyaya padas. So asmin pradeshe iti vigraha vakyam asti chet avyaya padam kim?
हरि ओम भगिनी. अस्मिन् प्रदेशे pradeshatah.
Only if it is panchami vibhakti, it is taha. When you say gramat, grihat.
Yes.
So from iti artha bhavati. Atra viyogaha asti chet eva atra taha iti bhavati. Asmin pradeshe iti bhavati chet. Ka vadati Gomati Bhagini vadatu chintama. Bhavani Patni. These are all avyaya padams that we are very familiar with.
Asmin pradeshe atra
samyak. Chat madhye uttarani ma stapayatu mahodaya. Atra katham bhavati asmin pradeshe ityukte atra samyak. Everything else follows. Anytime it is saptami vibhaktihi anantaram in a sthalam or a pradesham, it follows the same type of avyaya padam. Katham bhavati? Satya Bhagini vadatu. Tasmin pradeshe.
Tatra. Namaste Bhagini. Tatra.
Namaskara. Tasmin pradeshe tatra. Uttamam.
Dhanyavadah.
Mangalam Bhagini. Kamakshi Bhagini.
Bhagini, namaskaram.
अन्यस्मिन् प्रदेशे
अन्यत्र
अन्यत्र सम्यक्
अन्यत्र
प्रभावती भगिनी
नमस्ते भगिनी
सर्वेषु प्रदेशेषु
सर्वेषु प्रदेशेषु सर्वत्र
सर्वत्र प्रदेशेषु
प्रदेशेषु धन्यवादः
इन्द्राणी भगिनी एकस्मिन् प्रदेशे
एकत्र
एकत्र सम्यक् चन्द्रशेखरन् महोदय कस्मिन् प्रदेशे कुत्र सम्यक् यस्मिन् प्रदेशे कान्तिमती भगिनी
यत्र
यत्र so all the locative kutra asti if it indicates that it will be asmin tasmin anyasmin sarveshu ekasmin kasmin yasmin pradeshe अथवा स्थले अपि शुद्धमेव किन्तु मया प्रदेशे एव पठितम् अस्तु अनन्तरम् अस्मिन् काले वदतु भगिनि काले it is everything related to time. All the avyaya padas related to the time. Kalah.
अत्र अस्मिन् काले
kasmin kale iti bhavati chet what will be the avyaya padam?
कस्मिन् काले kada
kada kasmin kale kada asmin kale means something which is happening right now. इदानीं उत्तमं भगिनि अस्मिन् काले इदानीं सम्यक्
एकः सन्देहः अपि पृच्छामि वा
पृच्छतु भगिनि
न मूलपदं प्रश्नं कथं भवति
परीक्षायां मध्ये either the sentence will be given with tadidanta rupam tadidanta rupam which will be like gramatah and they will write they will say you write the vigraha vakyam so gramatah you will have to underline and you will have to write it as gramat that is the corresponding or they would give a sentence with the vigraha vakyam in the bracket so for example yasmin pradeshe ramah asti yatra yatra ramah asti tasmin pradeshe hanuman asti iti vakyam udaharanam asti chet you will have to substitute and write yatra yatra ramah asti tatra tatra hanuman api asti iti you will have to substitute and write the corresponding tadidanta pratyayah
इदानीं तद्दिदान्त पदं यत्र तत्र इदानीं
तद्दिदान्त प्रत्ययः is the अव्यय पदानि correct
अव्यय पदानि ओके
correct
ओके धन्यवादः भगिनी धन्यवादः
अस्मिन् काले इदानीं अनन्तरं तस्मिन् काले
तस्मिन् काले तदानीं
तदानीं तदपि शुद्धम् अनन्तरं there is another word no
tada also we can say
tada api uttamam samyak bhagini tasmin kale tada athava tadanim dvayam api shuddham uttamam bhagini indrani bhagini anyasmin kale
not anyatra
anyatra nasti sarvada anyada tavadeva so you have to look at the key aksharam that does the suchana of the kalam
Bhagini one question there is a sentence here kutratyah so that would be kutra is tasmin pradeshe
No. Why are we going ahead? I have not covered that yet.
Okay. Sorry.
You'll
Okay.
have to wait.
Okay.
Anyasmin kale anyada. Vijayalakshmi Bhagini. Sarveshu kaleshu.
Sarvada.
Sarvada. Uttamam. Vasanti Bhagini. Ekasmin kale.
Ekata.
Ekada. Uttamam.
Ekada. Okay. Third da. Thank you, Ji.
Uttamam. Sarve mute kuryuhu. Anya ka prayatanam karoti. Ekasmin kale ekada. Gayatri Bhagini. Kasmin kale
kada.
Uttamam. Malati Bhagini. Uttaram datva sarve mute kuryuhu.
Namaskaraha Bhagini.
Kasmin kale kada. Antima vigraha vakyam. Yasmin kale
Yada.
Uttamam. Samyak. Kala suchanam athava. We have seen the avyaya padam that indicates from iti artha. Viyogaha kutra bhavati. Gramat asti chet gramatah. Anantaram stalam suchayati. Kutra asti iti suchana dadati. Asmin pradeshe atra. Kasmin pradeshe kutra. Anantaram kala suchana. It indicates the time. When did it happen? Iti artha bhavati. Ekasmin kale ekada. Kasmin kale kada. Anantaram yena prakarena. Yena prakarena. Yatha. Samyak Bhagini. Yena prakarena mata karoti. Tena prakarena eva putri karoti. Yatha mata karoti. Tatha putri karoti. Uttamam. Hema Bhagini. Tena prakarena. Tatha. Sarva prakarena. Sarvatha iti bhavati. Bahu saralam. Anantaram kena prakarena. Ka prayatanam karoti. Kena prakarena karaniyam.
Katha.
Katha nasti. Katha ityukte story. Kena prakarena karaniyam iti prashnaha asti chet.
Katham.
Uttamam Bhagini. Katham.
Dhanyavadaha.
Samyak. Atra prakarena. In by which iti artha bhavati. Or like iti artha bhavati. Yena prakarena. Just like how the mother does, the daughter also does. How should we do it? How iti artha bhavati. Anantaram tulyaha iti padam asti. Tulyaha ityukte something that is equivalent to iti artha. Ashvena tulyaha ashvavat. Sarvada asmabihi uktam. We always say this particular padam follows the Rama Shabdaha. So how do we say that? Rama Shabdavat. I don't know how many of you have noticed that. Whenever we say it, we say Rama Shabdavat bhavati. The declension is like Rama Shabdaha. So it is similar to अर्थः भवति. अश्वेन तुल्यः अश्ववत्. Just he runs like a horse. Ashwavat dhavati. Saha is as fast as a horse. Iti arthah bhavati. Chet saha ashwavat dhavati. Iti samanam. Balena tulyaha. Shanti Bhagini, prayatanam karoti va?
बालवत्
उत्तमं. बालवत्. यद्यपि यद्यपि सः ज्येष्ठः अस्ति, बालवत् एव वदति. Even though he is an elderly person, he speaks like a child. इति वाक्यमस्ति चेत् बालेन तुल्यः वदति. अत्र बालेन तुल्यः समान तदिदान्तप्रत्ययः कथं भवति? बालवत् वदति. उत्तमं भगिनि. कूर्मेण तुल्यः. ज्योति भगिनी. कूर्मवत्. सः कूर्मवत् चलति. वृद्धः कूर्मवत् चलति. The old man walks like a tortoise. इति अर्थः भवति. कूर्मेण तुल्यः. उत्तमम्. अत्र अस्माभिः पंचमी विभक्तिः कथं भवति? ग्रामात् अस्ति चेत् ग्रामतः भवति. अनन्तरं स्थलं सूचयति. अत्र तस्मिन् प्रदेशे, तत्र, त्र इति भवति. त्र इति भवति चेत् अत्र स्थलं सूचयति अथवा प्रदेशं सूचयति. इन् विच् प्लेस् इति अर्थः भवति. अनन्तरं कालं सूचयति. कथं भवति? कदा, कस्मिन् काले, कदा. अनन्तरं कथम् इति, हौ इति प्रश्नवाक्यं, प्रश्नपदं सूचयति चेत् येन प्रकारेण. हौ इट् इस् डन् इन् अ सिमिलर् वे. तेन प्रकारेण. अनन्तरं तुल्यः इत्युक्ते समानः. जस्ट् लैक् तुलाभारम् इति वयं जानीमः. अश्वेन तुल्यः अश्ववत् इति भवति. अनन्तरं विशेष तदिदान्तप्रत्ययः. अत्र जानाति, अधीते अथवा वेत्ति. नो इति अर्थः भवति. someone who knows, someone who learns, someone who understands इति अर्थः भवति चेत् कथं भवति? न्यायं जानाति इति नैयायिकः. वेदं जानाति इति वैदिकः. सर्वदा वयं वदामः खलु, वैदिकाळ्लाम् अंदुटा. तमिळ् भाषायां we say that Vaidikas have come. वेदं जानाति इति वैदिकः. व्याकरणं जानाति इति वैयाकरणः. वैयाकरणः पतञ्जलि मुनिः. मीमांसां जानाति इति मीमांसकः. मीमांसकः मण्डनमिश्रः. आदिशंकराचार्य ஒரு நிமிஷம் சொல்லி கொடுத்துருக்கேன் வருஷமா. What is this? आदिशंकराचार्येण सह वादं कृतवान्. तेन कृतं मीमांसकः मण्डनमिश्रः. सुरेश्वराचार्यः. पुराणं जानाति इति पौराणिकः. यः पुराणं जानाति सः पौराणिकः. अस्तु. I think that's all was given in the book an example. If there are some more words, preshayishyami. I don't remember if there was another set that I had noted down. I will either send it or I will give it as grihapatah so that you can note it down in one way or the other. Astu. Anantaram bhavah bhavah, bhava, bhavam iti bhavati. Something which is there. Atra lingatrayam bhavati. Katham bhavati? Rashtre bhavah. Rashtre bhavah.
राष्ट्रियः
उत्तमं. राष्ट्रे भवः, राष्ट्रियः. उत्तमं. ग्रामे भवः, I am not able to unmute.
ग्रामे भवः ग्रामणः
ग्रामीणः. अत्र सर्वदा क्लेशं भवति. ग्रामीणः वा ग्रामीणः वा. पुस्तकम् अस्ति चेत् just check this. I remember this was दीर्घम्. I hope I have not mistyped this. ग्रामे भवः ग्रामीणः.
अस्तु अस्तु धन्यवादः.
अनन्तरं just give me one. अत्र टङ्कणदोषम् अस्ति. Let me fix this. अत्र ग्रामे भवः ग्रामीणः. दिक् इति अर्थः भवति. अहं वक्ष्यामि. अनन्तरं प्रश्नः अस्ति चेत् पृच्छतु. अत्र दक्षिणे भवा. So in the dakshina direction इति अर्थः भवति. अत्र सप्तमी विभक्तिः प्रयोगः भवति. If you just say dakshina, you can say दक्षिणे भव. अत्र लिङ्गत्रयं भवति. भवः, भवा, भवम्. दाक्षिणात्यः. क्षम्यतां. भवा इति अस्ति चेत् दाक्षिणात्या. भवः अस्ति चेत् दाक्षिणात्यः इति भवति. So it will be ya, yah, ya or yam. The three lingas. So you can write this as dakshine bhava. In the dakshina direction iti arthah bhavati. Bhinna rupena api lekhitum shakyate. Katham bhavati? Paschimasyam dishi iti padam upayujya asmabhihi lekhitam asti chet atra dishi iti shabdah strilingah asti. So the vibhakti will also be in strilinga padam. Paschimasyam dishi bhavam paschatyam iti bhavati. So for me, the easiest way to remember this is dakshine paschime. That is the easiest way for me to remember this without confusing the strilinga form along with the dishi. Kintu parikshayam bhavati chet dishi iti padam prayujya bhavati chet atra kleshaha mastu. It is the same. When you include the invest iti bhavati chet, then you can just write in saptami vibhakti, dakshine paschime iti. In west direction, in north direction, if you include the word direction, dishi iti padam, then the paschima, dakshina becomes like a visheshana padam for that. So it has to take the same declension as the dik shabdah, which is a strilinga shabdah. So it will be paschimasyam dishi bhavam paschatyam iti bhavati. Samanam purve bhavah shuddham purvasyam dishi bhavah paurvatyah. Atra bhavah iti dattam asti. Tadartham paurvatyah. So iti bhavati, so it becomes spau. Pa iti asti, so it becomes spa. Da iti akaraha asti, so it becomes da. The same rule that we saw prathama varge tadidanta prathama varge asmabhihi drashtaha niyamah katham bhavati akaraha asti chet akaraha bhavati ukaraha ukaraha asti chet aukaraha bhavati iti. Dakshine bhavaha dakshinasyam dishi bhavaha samana artah. Dishi iti padam upayujya vigraha vakyam bhavati chet atra strilinga padam lekaniyam. Dakshinasyam dakshina iti bhavati. So it becomes dakshinasyam. It declines like the what is the easiest shabda for me to say? Like the sarvanama padam, right? So for example, takarantah स्त्रीलिंगः तद् शब्दः कथं भवति tasyam iti bhavati kalu. So in this case it becomes like a sarvanama padam, a viseshana padam, which is the sarvanama padam. So it will not be dakshina dakshinayam, it will be like tasyam iti bhavati. So it will be paschimasyam dishi bhavam paschatyam purvasyam dishi bhavaha paurvatyah. Samyatam. Dakshine bhava दाक्षिणात्यः. अत्र प्रश्नः कः भगिनी? टङ्कणदोषं कृतं वा? Let me lower the hands. प्रश्नः अस्ति वा? प्रश्नः कः भगिनी? This one can be a little confusing.
Ji, dakshine bhava. Bhava is the strilinga padam. So dakshinyam bhava or dakshine bhava.
The change happens only if you include the word dishi. Dishi is the saptami vibhakti for dik shabdah bhagni. So you can have three declension. For example, rashtre bhavaha, rashtre bhava, rashtre bhavam.
Okay.
So it can
rashtre will not change.
Rashtre will not change.
Okay.
So it can be bhava. It can be bhavaha, bhava, or bhavam, depending on what you are defining. Some pullinga padam which is in the rashtre will be bhavaha. Some strilinga padam which is in rashtre will be mahila, rashtriya mahila, rashtriyam mitram, or rashtriyaha naraha, or purushaha, right? So whatever you are defining, that bhavaha, bhava, or bhavam will change according to what you are using this as a visheshana padam, what you are using to define. Kintu, when it comes to directions, so dakshina iti padam asti, purva, paschima iti padani santi. If you just use directly dakshine, paschime, purve, tat shuddham eva, atra doshaha na. You can say in west. We need not say in west direction. We can just say in west. This is how they do in western countries. Iti artha bhavati chet asmabhihi katam uktam dakshine, paschime, purve, tat shuddhameva. Kintu in western direction, iti direction iti padam, atra prayujya, if you use that and you define, atra dishi iti padam is a strilinga padam. So, and dakshina, paschima, purva actually becomes dakshina, paschima, purva. Kimartam dishi iti padam strilinga padam asti. Anantaram, that declines like a sarvanama padam. So it will be dakshinasyam, paschimasyam, purvasyam, like tasyam. So that is the catch here. So for me, it was very easy because I just remember dakshine, paschime, purve. So that is easier to remember. Kintu atra dishi iti padam dattam chet, you're using that to write the vigraha vakyam. It should be in saptami vibhaktihi strilingam, not the pullinga form.
Bhagini, my question is Rashtriyaha. Can it be declined both as Rashtre Bhavaha as well as Rashtrasya Ayam? That would be Sambandhartaka.
Sambandhartaka api bhavati, Bhagini. So if you're defining it as a sambandha, sarvada, that's a good question. Sarvada bhavaha. So it is very contextual. So related to iti bhavati chet, then you will use the sambandhartakaha. If it is in iti arthaha, it is something which is present in iti arthaha bhavati chet, then it will be this form, which is bhavaha, bhava or bhava. So the rule of thumb, I will tell you how I work towards this, because I also had difficulty understanding whether it was ayam, iyam, idam, or it is bhavaha, bhava or bhava, right? So at least the words that are given in the book, I was sticking to the form that was given, because but contextually it can change. If there is a sentence that is given, it can be bhavaha or it can be related to iti arthaha bhavitum arhati atra. So, but when you are practicing, when you are doing abhyasaha from exam point of view, which is not the right way to study, but because we are just starting and we are just trying to assimilate so much of vyakaranam in this level. If it is given under the sambandhartaha, stick to that. If it is given under the bhava example, then stick to that. But contextually, it can be interchanged. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Good question. Prashnaha asti va?
Madam, if we are given in the exam, the sentence pattern for changing the Vigraha Vakyam to Tatidanta Prayoga, are we to write the entire sentence?
It will be a fill in the blanks, Bhagini. So you will have space there to write.
Tatidanta Prayogam only we can write, underline the, or are we to write the entire sentence back using the Tatidanta?
Bhagini, it will be this is the next level, Bhagini. How you present is the next level. It will be usually a fill in the blanks with so you just fill in the blank there. That's it.
Okay, ma. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Smita Beni, yadi Bharatiyaha dattamasti, Bharatadeshe bhavaha Bharatasya ayam.
Dvayam api shuddham. Based on context, it can change, Bhagini. But kintu atra pustaka madhye Bharatiyaha iti sambandhartakaha eva dattaha. So I would stick to that for now. Contextually, it can change. There is no doubt, because this bhavaha, depending on how it is declined, the explanation can change. But when they are introducing to us this Bharatiyaha, Videshiyaha, Aindraha, all that they have introduced to us in terms of sambandha, I will stick to that.
Namaste, Bhagini. Can you hear me? Mine is very simple doubt. This Rashtriya, Deshiya, Bharatiya and all should be Rasva or Dirgha.
Bharatiya,
Deshiya and Rashtriya and all.
I can't remember off top of my head. Pustake kim dattam asti Bhagini? Bharatiya Nari. Dirgham asti va?
It
should. I think it is in lesson 3. I think I was, when you ask something like that, I think it is Rashtriya is definitely Hrasvam. Hema Bhagini has confirmed that. I definitely remember. Bharatiya, I think it is Dirgham for Bharati.
And Deshiya also? Deshiya?
Videshiya. For
Dirgham, it should be?
I think so, Bhagini. I can check and confirm. If you ask me suddenly, I think I'm just confused here.
Dhanyavada.
Pustake, chinta mastu Bhagini. Pustake dattam asti. Yadi maya tankana dosham kritam, then please let me know. I will fix the, if it is Rasvam and I have.
I was out of ignorance only.
Dirgham dattam va. At least the example that I saw was Rasvam only. Let me check on the Dirgham part. Dirgham only for all. Okay. I think Rashtriya. I don't think it's Rashtriya. Okay. Some are saying this, some are saying that. Let me check that. Bharati Nikunj Mahodaya asti va? We might know. Okay. Let me check on that. I think sometimes when you just write, it comes naturally. When you ask, it is Hrasvam. It's like Tamil. In Tamil, you have this Ra and Ra. When you write it, you will write it correctly. If someone asks you suddenly, if it is Ra or Ra, there is a confusion that happens in Tamil. My daughters also go through that. Let me check on that and get back. Astu Uma Bhagini. Anya prashnaha asti chet prichatu. Like, I think most of the questions I have answered. If there is anything other than this, please ask. Rashtriya, that I remember is Hrasvam. Bharatiya, that's what I remember. Bharatiya Nari. Hindi bhashayam api bhavati kalu. Bharatiya Nari. Videshiya. E, it becomes E. So I think good that Namaskara. Sorry. I think good that you asked. I think everybody will watch out if it is Hrasvam or Dirgham. Prijatu Bhagini.
Namaste Bhagini. Asmin samaye idanim iti asti. Idanim adya api lekitum shakyate va?
Asmin samaye. No, that will be today. Asmin samaye is now. In that particular time. Adya bhavati arna janami Bhagini. Let me check that and it from what it's like in that moment ithi bhavati kalu. So when you say asmin samaye, in that time. That is my understanding. Tadapi bhavati va iti aham prishtva vadami. Whether contextually we can use that for adya also.
Bhagini.
Bhavitum arhati va iti aham prishtva vadami.
Mata yatha iti tattavati kila yavat tavat iti lekitum shaknoti va?
Yatha tata prakarena bhavati chet na bhavitum arhati. Yavat is how much ever asti kalu. Yatha is yena prakarena. However it is done, you do it accordingly.
Okay. Okay. Then
Astu. Okay.
Adya, somebody has questioned Adya. Means Adya. Samaya means Idanim.
Idanim. Tadeva vigraha vakyam va?
No. I guess.
Atra
means today.
So I think we can write in a similar way for most of the avyaya padams. So I think what you say sounds correct to me, right? Adhuna bhavitum arhati atra. Now iti artah bhavati. But adya cannot be in that time. I think Gita Bhagni stapitavati. So adhuna atava idani dvayam api samana artam atra bhavati kalu. So those can be used, I think, interchangeably. But I think adya, what you sound, maybe asmin dine iti bhavati ched adya. That sounds right to me, but I don't know.
Okay.
You know, par vyakaranam, whether it is allowed. It sounds right to me, but whether it is allowed per vyakarana definition, I don't know.
We cannot confirm it.
I have to ask somebody who is, authoritative and get back. Either I'll Vidya Bhagnim atava Soumya, Dr. Soumya Krishnapuraham Prishtva vadami.
Dhanyawad.
It sounds right to me though. Yeah. Astu. Anantaram. Tatra bhava, in that place iti atah bhavati chet atra tatratyah. Hyaha bhava atra hyastana karyam. Yesterday's, that which happened yesterday. Yesterday's work. Tomorrow's work. Today's work iti artah bhavati chet. That happens on that particular day. Hyastana samanam adya bhava adya tanah. Sarvada sana nityam bhavah padam asmabihi sarvada prayujyah atra sanatanah nityam bhavati iti sanatanah. Pura bhavah, a word that is familiar to us again. Puratanah. Kanthe aksharani yada vayam vadamah. So in Sanskritam, the aksharams are classified based on where the dhvani comes from. So kanthe bhavah kantyah. So that where the sound comes from the so kantya aksharani, the one that comes from the throat iti artah bhavati. Taluni, talu. So in the talu, the palate. Taluni bhavah talavyah. Murdhni bhavah murdhnyah. Dante bhava dantyah. So these are all some examples, I think, given in the book also. I might have taken a few from the notes I had. Astu, atra katham bhavati? Kada bhavati, bhavah, samanam bhavati. Bhavah, bhava, bhavam. Adyatanam karyam. Today's work. Hyastanam karyam. Samastapadam kritva hyastana karyam api vaktum shakyate atra. Sanatana dharmah. Sana bhavah dharmah. Sanatanah dharmah. Pura bhavah. Puratana rajdhani. Puratanam mantiram. Something which was there a long time back. Iti bhava. Iti atra artah bhavati. Anantaram kanteva, taluniva, danteva, kutra bhavati. Iti varnanam atra kritam chet. Ityah iti bhavati. Kantyah, talavyah, murdhnyah, dantyah. Iti artah bhavati. Abhyasah asti. I think I have given Mishra Abhyasah. Anantaram. I think there are a few more examples. So these, so if you look in the book, they have covered this Tadidantaha in Dirgha Rupam in for all the main ones. And all these fringe ones, the few examples are given without like too much detail. Kintu parikshayam madhye tadrisha prashnah nischayena bhavati eva. So you have to focus on this also. While the pramukha prabhedaha we understand very well, we tend to make mistake in these which are not discussed in Dirgham, because there is not too much explanation or understanding there. These are all just, take it as given. So, mukham iva. So, yada vayam ekam manushyam pashyamaha, atra prathamam vayam mukham pashya. Prathamam atra mukham drishtam. So, the first thing we see is the face. So, mukham iva, just like a face is important, if something is important, we say mukhyaha. Atra trishulingeshu bhavitum arhanti. Atra mukhyaha, mukhya, mukhyam. Iti mukhyaha, mukhyaha raja, mukhya mahila, mukhyam karyam. Iti trayam api bhavitum arhanti atra. Mukham iva, something that is as important like a face. Iti arthaha bhavati. Samajam rakshati. Iti samajikaha. Pustaka madhye tritiya pate dattam iti manye. Can somebody confirm? I think these are in lesson 3. Samajam rakshati iti samajikaha. Sabhayam sadhuhu iti sabhyaha. Nava tarati. So he crosses using the boat. Iti artha bhavati. Navikaha. Pituhu pita. Father of father. Iti artha asmabhihi nyatam eva. Pitamaha. Pituhu mata pitamahi. Matuhu pita matamaha. Tadrisham bhavati. Pituhu brata pitrubhyaha. Kanichana udaharanani dattani. Tani api patantu. I think if we just do what is there in the book, what we do in the class, and I think the ones that I have noted down were either from question papers, athava, maybe from one of my notes, aham grihapata rupena preshayishyami. So make sure you note these down. In these, I mean, at the end when I was doing, I think this section I found it very difficult to remember. Everything else is very intuitive. Sambandha bhavati, apatyam iti bhavati, atra tarap tamap bahu saralam asti. We can easily, when there is a comparison that is happening, that is also very easy to remember. Etra gunaha bhavati, it is easy to remember. Gunaha asti iti gunavan, matup matup. The bhavam is also easy to remember. Atra bhavaha bhavati, so saundaryam. So those are easy to remember with like examples. Here, each of these is like unique by itself. So towards the end, I found the fringes that have been given little challenging to remember and recall. So these you have to do only by practice. Nimishadvayam dadatu aham jalam pitva agamishyami. Just a minute. क्षम्यताम् अस्तु So I think a question might be, how do we remember these exceptions? I think just by practice. मिश्रभ्यासः कठिनस्य भावः
काठिन्यं
काठिन्यं
कठिनता कठिनत्वं
सम्यक् उत्तमं भगिनि समाजं रक्षति इति
सामाजिकः
उत्तमं वल्ली भगिनी
धन्यवादः भगिनी
धन्यवादाः फलेषु द्राक्षाफलं मम
प्रियतमम्
प्रियतमम् उत्तमं
धन्यवादः
विजयलक्ष्मी भगिनी अलसस्य भावः
आलस्यम् अलसत्वम् अलसा अलसता
अलसता उत्तमम् भोगः अस्य अस्ति इति उमा भगिनी विजयलक्ष्मी भगिनी म्यूट करोतु धन्यवादाः
भोगी
भोगी अत्र भोगी रूपत्रयं वदतु
भोगी भोगिनी भोगी
भोगी अत्र भोगः अस्ति वतुप् भवति वा मतुप् भवति वा यदि वयं वतुप् मतुप् प्रयुज्य वदामः चेत् वतुप् मतुप् is the van and the man भोगवान् उत्तमं what are the three declensions
भोगवान् भोगवती भोगवत्
भोगवत् उत्तमं भगिनि झटिति उक्तवती केशवः माधवयोः माधवः कामाक्षी भगिनी
आं भगिनि केशव माधवयोः माधवः उन्नततरः
उन्नततरः
धन्यवादः भगिनि
सीता एकनिमिषं भगिनि सीता सीता लता सीता लतयोः सीता
सीता उन्नततमा सीता माधवयोः
सीता माधवयोः सीता
सीता उन्नततमा
किमर्थं तमा
ओ अल्ल उन्नततरा तपसि उन्नततरा उन्नततरा आं भगिनि
विद्या अस्याः अस्ति इति चन्द्रशेखर महोदय
विद्या अस्याः अस्ति विद्यावती
उत्तमं विद्यावती उत्तमं पराशरस्य अपत्यं पुमान्
हरि ओं भगिनी पाराशरः
पाराशरः सम्यक्
धन्यवादः
इन्द्रस्य इयं मालती भगिनी
ऐन्द्रम्
ऐन्द्रम् इन्द्रस्य ऐन्द्रं न अयम् इयम्
ऐन्द्रा
ऐन्द्री
ऐन्द्री
ऐन्द्रं क्षम्यतां भगिनि ऐन्द्रः ऐन्द्री
ऐन्द्री
ऐन्द्रम् इन्द्रस्य इयम् ऐन्द्री नीला भगिनी गर्गस्य गोत्रापत्यं स्त्री
गार्गी
गार्गी
गार्गी सम्यक् उत्तमं समुद्रस्य अयं
समुद्रस्य अयं सामुद्रः
सामुद्रः उत्तमं शान्ति भगिनी Mama idam.
Mattam. No. Mama idam. Mama idam. Idam வந்து நபும்சகலிங்கம். மத்தியம் தானே இல்லையா?
மதியம்.
மதியம். ஓ சாரி, மதியம். மதியம். ஓகே, தேங்க் யூ.
மாசஸ்ய சம்பந்தः.
मासस्य सम्बन्धः न जानाति भगिनि। मासस्य सम्बन्धः
तमिळ् भाषा वदति वा भवती? Do you speak Tamil?
ஆமா भगिनि.
பித்ருக்களுக்கு காரியம் பண்ணும்போது we do it every month, right? If somebody passes away, we do 2 rituals every month.
Okay.
Do you know the name for that? One is Soda Kumbam. Do you know what the other one is?
Oonam.
Oonam. What is the other?
Masyam.
Masyam na.
Sambandhaha masyam.
Masyam na. Masikam.
Masikam. Okay. You say Oonamasyam. Okay, Masika.
Masikam. We call it Masikam Soda Kumbam. That's what we say. So Masasya Sambandhaha Masikaha.
Okay. Dhanyawad Bhagini, Shamyata.
Mastu. That's why we do the Abhyasaha, right? Jnanam asya asti. Napumsakalingam. Katham bhavati?
Jnani.
Jnani.
Jnani. Hrasvam bhavati.
अथवा ज्ञानवत् तदपि शुद्धं.
ज्ञानवत्. ओके भगिनि, धन्यवादः भगिनि.
अस्तु, तद्दिदान्तः अपि समाप्तम्. I think from Vyakarana point of view we have Chandas and all the Gana related stuff. अलङ्कारः अपि अस्ति. गूगल ड्रैव मध्ये मया प्रश्नपत्राणि स्थापितानि, उत्तराणि अपि अहं स्थापयिष्यामि एकैकदिनं. I will try to post the answers for one paper so that you can verify your answers. Atra tankana dosham athava kimapi doshah asti chet kripaya vadatu, aham shuddham karishyami. I think a few are taking the exam in January, so for those the grammar part will be helpful. पृच्छतु
सारी मैम, लघु संशयः अस्ति. मम इदम् अस्ति खलु, मत् अधिकम् इदं मद् इयं ह्रस्वं भवति वा दीर्घं लेखनीयं वा?
मदीयः एव.
एवं वा? सन्धि इकार भवति इति अहं चिन्तितवती.
It doesn't decline that way, Bhagini. If we call it Indraha, we make it Aindri, right? It is not the exact, it is not like, for example, Indrasya idam is there. You don't add Indra and idam, right? You still say it Aindram eva. The E goes off there. So it is not an exact sandhi which is happening there. If it is Samasaha, then you will take the Pratipadikam and you will do the sandhi there.
Exactly.
This is a pratyayah there that is happening.
Okay. So that madiyam will come, not madiyam. Okay. Sorry.
Atra kleshah bhavati Bhagini, because we are just starting this, and we are doing both of these at the same time, right? Like both Samasaha and Tadidantaha. You know, Initially, I struggled a lot, and then after I saw one paper, these two sections were different. I was like, okay, I don't have to know what it is. As long as I know the Vigraha Vakyam, I'll be good for now.
Bhagini, even now also I am not understanding it properly. It's already December. Samasa, Tadidanta, so much confusion, Bhagini.
Yeah. So you do the Tadidanta as Tadidantaha, right? Like you pick only the Tadidantaha and do. Oh. Don't do both Abhyasaha on same day. In fact, I think I have in my notebook, I have a Mishra Abhyasaha for like 7 pages or something like that, where I have all the Tadidantaha written in like mixed form. I'll see if I can take a picture. So somebody just remind me in the group. Okay. So I will send you that and see. I mean, you can try solving. You know, when you are looking at Tadidantaha, think of only these forms that we have studied, right? And then forget the Samasaha part. In the exam, in Samasaha will be a separate section. They will say for the following Samasta Padam, write the Samasa Vigraha Vakyam. For the following Vigraha Vakyam, write the Samasaha. So Tadidantaha will be separate. You know, write the Tadidantaha form. So you need not get confused there.
Okay, Bhagini. Dhanyavada. Rupasya asya astina. So somebody has the rupam iti artha bhavati kalu. So it won't be shashti vibhakti. I can take 2-3 questions before I drop off.
Bhagini, jnanam asya asti dattam chet jnanavat jnani dvayam avi
shuddham.
Dvayam avi shuddham. Ekam lekitum shaknava dvayam avi lekitum
Ekam alam Bhagini. So usually when they give this, they will not specify the gender. Atra tadrisha lingam likatu iti prashnaha, you know, prayataha na bhavati. Jnanam asya asti jnani iti padam asmabhihi jnatam. So the easiest to write will be jnani. Forget the other forms. If you write one form which is correct, that is more than enough.
If it is given napumsakalingam, you have to write in the
tadrisha prashnaha na bhavati. Usually I have not seen it. But if it is there, if there is a sentence that is qualifying a napumsakalinga padam, then you have to use that form. So they have moved, at least in Samskrita Bharati for Uttara Tamil Nadu, they have moved from, I hope I am not misquoting. I don't remember my paper, Bhagini. At least from the ones that I practiced, most of it was just the padam given, not like the entire sentence. But I think when we attempted in August, maybe we moved to sentence form. I don't know. I have to check my question paper.
Astu Bhagini. Dhanyavadaha. Bahu uttamam.
Astu.
Bhagini, a small request. Can you take the revision of the Sannantam, because I am not very confident about that, about the forms and other things.
Sannantam, I mean, revision.
I have done that homework which you have done. You have sent some Grahapatam which I have done. But still, in spite of that, I am not very confident in that.
Sannantam
it is me,
is
no, I am
only
not.
Rattanam, Bhagini.
Okay, only Rattanam. Okay,
only
okay.
Rattanam.
Then nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be done in that case. That is it. Thank you so much. I just wanted to ask that.
No, like I can do it again, but I will just be staring.
No, not necessary. No, no, madam. Please don't waste your time. You have got others.
No, I'm just saying, like, even if I do, all I will be doing is just sharing the spreadsheet, and then we will go through the words. There is nothing to be taught.
No issue, madam. No issue. Thank you so much. See, you are at least considering. Thank you so much. Dhanyavada, Bhagini.
Bhavani Bhagini.
मम प्रश्नद्वयम् अस्ति विग्रहवाक्यं समासनामं च ज्ञातव्यं रामाश्रमः इत्युक्ते रामस्य आश्रमः षष्ठी तत्पुरुषः खलु शुद्धं वा वेदाध्ययनं वेदम् एव अध्ययनम् अवधारण पूर्वपदकर्मदा
न वेदस्य अध्ययनं वेदाध्ययनं करोतु इत्युक्ते वेदस्य अध्ययनं करोतु
तो तदपि षष्ठी
तत्पुरुषः एव
धन्यवादः भगिनी धन्यवादः
By mistake, I typed Rupasya Asya Asti. What I want to know is Rupam Asya Asti is either Rupavan or Rupi. Rupi is no?
तदपि शुद्धमेव अकारः अस्ति चेत् रूपी भोगी रोगी तदपि शुद्धम्.
In the Grahapata we have given for some we have given Srilingam, for some we have given Napumsakalingam. What I want to know for everything, all the three lingams can we have, no?
त्रिशलिङ्गेषु भवन्ति एव.
Okay. धन्यवादः भगिनी.
மேம் இப்போ மம இதம் மதியம் சொல்றேன். மம இயம் மம அயம்னா என்ன வரும்?
யஹ யா
மதியக மதியா.
Bhagavad Gita first shloka.
So much of confusion, madam. The ayam iyam kala. That is why I'm asking him.
So
how to find the BC?
Okay. So idam. Do you know idam is napumsakalingam?
Yes.
Okay. You get confused between ayam and iyam, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I had the same trouble when I started Bhagavad. In fact, in Pravesha, I had the same trouble. Is ayam Strilingam or is ayam Pullingam, right? The sentence I always remember in mind is the sentence from Ramayana. So when Janaka Maharaja was giving Sita away to Rama, she gave saying that Iyam Sita Mama Putri.
Yeah. Iyam so Strilingam.
That's all. So I will always tell that sentence in my mind. Iyam Sita Mama Putri. So Iyam is Strilingam.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Even I know that sentence, but I could not connect it. Thank you so much.
Correct. So idam is easy to remember. I always used to get confused between ayam and iyam. So I will tell this sentence in mind. Yeah. Iyam Sita Mama Putri, iyam is Strilinga Padam. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Astu. Strilinga Padam bhavati chet tatra usually it will be I athava a iti bhavati. Videshiya, Bharatiya iti bhavati. So you can have this as your clue.
Bhagini, एक सन्देहः. गुणः अस्य अस्ति गुणवान् इति वदति. गुणः अस्य अस्ति गुणी अपि शुद्धं वा? गुणी for पुल्लिङ्गं. नपुंसकलिङ्गं मतलब गुणी. परन्तु रेण्ड् में द्वे अपि शुद्धं वा?
द्वयमपि शुद्धं भवति.
गुणवान् अपि लेखितव्यं गुणी अपि लेखितव्यं
द्वयमपि न लेखनीयं भगिनि. एकम् उत्तरम् अलम् एव. So in general I go with the words that I have parichayam in me, right Bhagini? So for example, if rogaha Varshni Varni rogaha asya asti iti chet, the most famous that we know, the person who eats more than 3 times a day is rogi. So for me that rogi is something which is very easy for me to remember. Somebody who enjoys a lot of pleasure is bhogi. But the rest of the nalla gunavan, in Tamil Bhasha we say nalla gunavan. So I know gunavan is easier for me to remember. So you go with the words that you are familiar with or stick to one form. If you want to stick to matup and vatup pratyayah, use van and man. and don't confuse yourself, right?
Okay.
So the easiest thing, akaraha asti chet van iti bhavati, gunaha asya asti iti gunavan, matihi asya asti iti matiman. So in fact, for matiman, I always remember the childhood Shaktiman. There used to be a telecast that happened, right? So I'll be like, okay, I know Shaktiman. Shaktiman, so ikaratah asti chet matu pratyaya. That is how I remember it in my mind. So Shaktiman, so because I remember that serial very well. Shaktiman, so Buddhiman asti chet. If it is Buddhi, then it will be like Buddhiman. So I try to connect with an example that is familiar to me. If you are getting confused with Guni, then don't delve too much into it. Stick to Vatup and Matu Pratyaya. But you need to know the other form in case the Tadidantaha is given and you need to write the, because they have mentioned in the book. They have mentioned Guni is mentioned in the book. So if they give Guni, you should be able to write as Gunaha Asya Asti iti Guni.
Okay. Astu Bhagini. Thank you so much. Dhanyavada.
एक पदस्य संशयमस्ति. I don't know whether it comes under समस्त पद समासः वर्तते इति वर्तते धर्मपत्नीன்ற பதம் धर्मस्य पत्नीன்றது என்னால
it is Dharmacharini Patni. That is Madhyama Padalopi, Mahodaya. Dharmacharini Patni. Iti
Dharmam Acharati, na? Dharmam Acharati.
So it is Dharmacharini Patni. I think that is what I remember. You can remind me to cross check. I just remember this somehow.
Yeah, that same word only. Dharmam Acharati. Yeah,
Dharmam Acharati iti, it cannot be Dharmam Acharati iti Dharmacharini. That is fine. But Dharma Patni will be Dharmacharini Patni. That Charini becomes Lopaha, so it is Dharma Patni. So it is Madhyama Padalopi.
Okay, Dhanyavada Mahodaya. So
that is what I remember. That is what I remember, Mahodaya. I'll anyways check. I don't want to make a mistake. I don't mind asking and reconfirming it. Just remind me.
Dhanyavada.
Like I always say, I'm also learning with, in fact, I think I'm learning Kovida better now with everybody in the group. Some of the questions you ask, it didn't even strike me when I was studying.
Bhagini, Mama, I am is Madhyaha, is it right?
I am is Madhyaha, yes.
Okay. How the questions will be asked in like this? Will it be asked in the prayogam in any sentence like that?
It could be a sentence or it could be a padam given, Bhagini. So they could give if they give a padam, you have to look at the word that follows it, right? And look at the lingam of that word.
Oh, the word following that, according to that I am right.
Yes. So it will not be very complicated, Bhagini. By looking at itself, you will know this is Strilingam, Pullingam, Napumsakalingam. You just need to remember. I remember one example, right? Like I generally stick to the examples which is given in the book because it kind of like flashes in my mind. I stick to one book and I try to remember one example for each type, right? So for this, the easiest to remember is Aindraha, Aindri, Aindram, right? In that order. I am Iyam and Idam. Now I know but initially, like I said, I had that trouble. So I am Iyam and Idam. Aindraha, Aindri, Aindram. So when it is given, if it is just given as Indrasya Ayam iti Dattam Chet, you can just write it as Aindraha, right? If it is given Indrasya Sambandhaha, and then there is a word that is following it, like for example, Gajaha, then you have to look at Gajaha and write Aindraha Gajaha. Am I making myself clear?
Yeah.
So so when you look at the word itself, you will know. And I always tell my son is also, studying Sanskrit in school. The easiest thing about Sanskrit is, there is a lot of, when you look at like multiple words, he is also learning Samasaha, he is also learning Visheshana Vishesha Padam. So I said, don't confuse yourself. The endings are usually in sync. Whenever you are qualifying something, the endings are usually in sync. Of course, there are exceptions. Like, if it is Saraswati, we don't write Sukadi Saraswati. It is Sukhada Saraswati, but those are exceptions. So always look at the ending of the word that you are qualifying and do, and you'll be fine.
One more doubt, Bhagini. Bhagavataga idam is Bhagavatam. I can understand that. What is Bhagavataga? Will there be Bhagavataga ayam or Bhagavataga yam?
Bhagavataha, that is Bhagavadal. I don't know if you know Tamil, right? Please, Bhagavadal.
Bhagavataga yam?
Bhagavata. If this is
Bhagavata. Okay.
Same. Taha, ta, tam. It will take the three form, depending on whether you are saying Purushaha, Mahila, or Napumsakalinga. So,
similarly, what is Shivasya ayam is Shaivaga. Shivasya yam?
Shaiva. Shaivam.
Okay. Thank you, Bhagini. Very patient, Bhagini.
So I'm also learning, Bhagini. So I every time I come to class, whatever I have learned, it gets reiterated, or I go back, learn more, and come back to you. So
धन्यवादः.
अस्तु. समयः कः? Time in a caller. मम कार्यालय मेलनम् अस्ति, so I have to drop off. प्रश्नः अस्ति चेत् गणमध्ये स्थापयतु. Either somebody else will answer. Mostly Nikunj Mahodaya hand holds the gada, and thank you for that, Mahodaya. If you want my sahayata there, just tag me, if there is something that needs my attention, and I will get to. Astu. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Harihi Om. Tat Sat. Punarmilamaha. Shubhadinam.